At this 6th Manila International Dialogue, I reaffirm Australia's strong commitment to countering people smuggling, human trafficking and child exploitation. This commitment guides our domestic and international cooperation, including with the Philippines, to harness and expand regional and bilateral action against human trafficking and slavery. Our domestic laws and regional and bilateral cooperation on trafficking help keep those who are vulnerable to trafficking safe and secure. We do this, for example, through the 10-year ASEAN-Australia Counter-Trafficking Program, through our support for enhancing cross-border immigration capacity, and through the 6-year Safer Kids PH program that aims to keep children safe from online abuse and exploitation. Australia supports programs that focus on prevention and deterrence, detection and investigation, prosecution and compliance, and victim support and protection. These responses require consistent, continued and innovative collaboration to address the economic, social, cultural and technological complexities that drive the demand and supply of the human trafficking ecosystem. Australia remains committed to working with the Philippines and other governments, as well as with non-government organisations, communities and the private sector, to make sure that at the heart of all of these efforts, vulnerable individuals, families and children are protected, supported and empowered, including in times of emergency.
The Australian Federal Police work in partnership with the Philippine authorities and our other international partners to detect and disrupt those engaged in the sexual abuse and exploitation of children. This has included establishing the Philippine Internet Crimes Against Children Centre, referred to as the PICAC, in partnership with the Philippine National Police, National Bureau of Investigation, United Kingdom National Crime Agency and the International Justice Mission. Our collaborative cross-border efforts to protect children has significantly increased since the PICAC was established. In just over 18 months of operation, this collaborative effort has yielded significant results. Perpetrators operating in the Philippines and abroad have been disrupted, and child victims of OSEC have been rescued and removed from harm.
UNICEF, as part of the Safer Kids Consortium, is leading, among other initiatives, the Social and Behaviour Change campaign. This campaign was launched in October 2019 with the participation of the Australian Embassy, government agencies, civil society organisations, private sector and the youth, who are such a powerful driving force for change. The film Choice was also shown for the first time during the launch and thereafter received the numerous international awards and so far has reached more than 20 million viewers across the 6 continents. A youth engagement strategy to mobilize the capacity of youth to act in support of children's rights will also be developed and launched early next. The Memorandum of Understanding with ANSCHAM and the collaborations with SMART, PLTD, Facebook, TikTok and Globe Telecom are some of the initiatives we have been supporting to gauge the support of such important partners in this journey. We will also be conducting a study on social norms, conscious that they constitute a powerful contributing factor that drives this crime. We believe that these initiatives will be a modest but important contribution to building communities where children can enjoy the benefits and opportunities of an internet free from risks and harm.
Save the Children Philippines strengthens its commitment to continuously protect children from all forms of violence, both online and offline, whatever it takes. Through Safer Kids PH, we work with communities, local government units, service providers, law enforcement agencies, and schools so that child protection programs and services are prioritized, and adequate resources and support remain accessible to children and their families. It is imperative that we responsibly and proactively use our platform in calling on parents and guardians, communities, and duty bearers to be at the forefront in fulfilling the rights of children to be protected. Save the Children Philippines remains dedicated to our shared advocacy to be the voice of children who need help. Rest assured that our collective action will lead to the gradual improvement of how the world treats children. And we can all achieve this at scale if we continue to unite and work together as one.
The Asia Foundation joins together with the Manila Dialogue community in calling for the elimination of violence against children, both online and offline. Together with our partners in the Safer Kids PH Consortium, the Australian Embassy, UNICEF and Save the Children, the Asia Foundation is proud to continue to work with all actors in the justice system to ensure that the voice of Filipino children is heard. Specifically, we're working together with the courts and law enforcement agencies as part of Safer Kids to, number one, help develop responsive policies and guidelines for child witnesses and victim survivors. And secondly, harness practical ways to improve access to online reporting and safeguarding information. Lockdown and quarantine have unfortunately heightened the vulnerability of children and young people to online sexual abuse and exploitation. But together, we can help reduce those vulnerabilities and help break down barriers to access to justice for those who need it most.